Foodie Beauty finally made a friend. Yep, you heard me right. But there's a problem with this friend. And let me tell you about him. His name is Tom. Her new friend's name is Tom. And yesterday she wasn't going to go live at all because she claimed, she had to take the day off. But then she did her, as she calls it, pharmacy bees, which means she went to the dispensary. And after she smokes, that's when she wants to go live. Well, she claimed that the night before, she got so burnt, as she says, accidentally. She got accidentally burnt. She claims she smoked too much. That's what she calls it, burnt. She doesn't say she got stoned or high, none of that. She gets burnt. She was so burnt, she didn't have anyone to talk to. So she started talking to her imaginary friend, Tom. Yep, you heard me right. She has an imaginary friend at the big old age of 42. She claims that Tom, now she was hesitant to tell us. She says she was hesitant to tell us about Tom because people already think she's crazy and now they're really going to think she needs a straitjacket. If she was so hesitant to tell us, why would she even tell us knowing how this looks? She says Tom was sitting there, kind of like this, and he told her, so, Chantal, do you think this experience has changed you in any way? And she said, 100%, Tom. And she says, with a straight face, she had a full-on conversation with Tom in her apartment. I believe her, too. Now, this is getting worrisome. I've said it before, that Foodie Beauty is regressing. She is going farther and farther back. She's already at the toddler stage. I mean, you've seen the way she eats, the uncontrollable laughing about everything, the fascination with poop and everything being so funny. She's like a toddler, an overgrown toddler, a 42-year-old toddler. Now she has an imaginary friend to add to all of this. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So she's told us now, too, that she has crowd anxiety now. Pretty soon she's going to be like Quirky Love Rosie and have agoraphobia. And I don't say that trying to downplay anybody that really does suffer with that, because that is a serious thing. But, Rosie just makes it up. And now we got Foodie trying to play this same card, only it's crowd anxiety with her. I don't get it. So again, she goes out scooting down the same path that goes under the underpass. And again, she sets her phone up and is driving the scooter around so we can see her. She's waving at the camera, just giggling. She thinks it's just the funniest thing to show herself riding the scooter. She says that the scooter's about to give up. And, she's trying to dress herself in the seat, and she's bouncing like this. If you notice, even when she sits down, she can't sit down. She throws herself. And you're complaining the scooter is going to give out, but you're bouncing like that in this chair. And you just said that you think you're about 75 pounds over the weight limit of the scooter. Because she was explaining the scooter's top speed is 5 miles per hour, but she doesn't think that Scooty goes that fast anymore because she's about 75 pounds over the weight limit. And while we're under this underpass and she's riding around on this scooter, she says, hold on, I have to blow a snot rocket. And she's laughing again. So now let's add snot to her list of things that's extremely funny. And then she goes through the whole process of explaining snot rockets to people. How you plug one side of your nose and you just blow as hard as you can and it just comes clean out. You don't need no tissues, no nothing else. Just snot rockets. They're the best, according to her. It's not gross, you're just blowing your nose without a tissue. And I'm serious, she probably spent, no lie, at least a good 2 to 3 minutes explaining the whole concept of snot rockets. Riveting content. Riveting, Chantal. She again gets her s'mores cold brew from Starbucks. And then we have Salah shows up in the chat. Oh, hi, sweet love. Oh, sweet love. I got a s'mores cold brew. And then she starts to ask Salah, does he know what a s'mores are? And she's explaining him s'mores. It's 2 cookies. Cookies, maybe they call graham crackers cookies in Canada, I don't know. But 2 cookies, and you put the chocolate and the marshmallow, and it's when you only have them when you're camping. And she goes through all of that. Now here was something really interesting. She says she wants Salah to come to Canada, which it's not going to happen because of her bankruptcy and whatever. The way I've heard other people explain this is she cannot sponsor Salah to come there because she doesn't have enough money. Something you have to have so much money, and you have to prove that you can take care of this person financially. You have to prove you can financially take care of this person while they're in, this country in Canada. So she says she has decided that her and BG, they're made for Canada. Just 3, 4, 5 days ago, she hated Canada. She hated everything about Canada. The people were gross in Canada. The taxes are too high in Canada. People film each other in Canada. The people in the Middle East are so much better. And she wanted to get out of Canada again. But now, 3, 4, 5 days later, she's decided she's made for Canada and loves Canada. She cannot make up her mind. I mean, how do you go from one extreme? She hated it. She was vehemently insisting how much she hated Canada. And now she's decided her and BG are made for Canada, and she wants Salah to come there. I don't understand. Now she's gotten to the point, too, she admits, too, she was sweeping in her apartment while she was on her scooter. She's gotten to the point to where she will not even stand up to sweep. Use a broom and sweep. She got on the scooter with the broom and was sweeping in her apartment. Now that is just pure laziness. I understand at her size and with her health issues going on, she says she can't stand for lengthy periods of time. She could have swept a section, sat down, swept some more, but no, she got on her scooter in her apartment. Then she's complaining about living in apartments. They always got something going on. Just a couple months ago, they were doing inspections. They came in everybody's apartment to do inspections. Yeah, that's what happens when you live in, like she lives in this building with lots of apartments. Any kind of multi-apartment complex like that, you're going to get that. They're going to come do their inspections because they want to make sure that, that your housekeeping is good. You're not damaging the apartment. They come in, they check your smoke alarms. They do all that. And it might even be like regulations in Canada, like it is here, I know, for like HUD housing. Every so often they have to come in and do these inspections. And they were testing the fire alarms yesterday. So she's sitting there plugging both of her ears like it's just the most horrible thing in the world. And now, her Libre 2, her continuous glucose monitor, has came off again on the 3rd day. She had it on 3 days, and it came off again. So that's another $200 wasted. The first one was $200. It came off in a matter of days. She claims, she couldn't seal on it, so she switched it to the other arm, and then when she got out of the shower and putting on her bra, it knocked it off. Now this one just magically fell off. People wear these for a month at a time and have no problems. What is she doing wrong in applying these that they're lasting $2 or $3 days? And she's paying $200 a pop for these because her doctor wants her to pay close attention to her sugar. But she keeps, I don't know how, and she even ordered extra, as she called it, adhesive to put over it to keep it on. So she put extra even on their adhesive, or she said adhesive, and it still came off. How? I'm not buying this. She's taking these off. And then she says she has to remember to call the bank about the fraudulent activity on her card. She said someone in another country had ordered Temu off of her card. This was a whole day ago. And you didn't immediately call and report this fraudulent activity? Obviously, they have your number or something to be able to... Who knows what else they've done with your card by now because you were too lazy to call the bank as soon as you noticed it. So we'll have to see if she even calls. Let me know your thoughts on all this madness.